has begun. In the description, you will find a link, and that link will help you get your YouTube videos out there. If you have YouTube videos and you want to get them out there, it costs only $20, a one-time fee of $20, and you will get 250,000 views. So it's money well spent. Check it out, because if you want people to see your videos, or if you have a link you want to advertise, check out the offer in the description of this video. And that's all I have to say about that. So yes, you will click on the link in the description, and then you will pay your $20 fee, and you can change links. So if you make a new video, you can put the new link. You give it to your agent, and he or she will promote your link. And I think that's a great idea. It's a good deal for only $20. $20. For just $20. I think it is 25,000 views for just $20. It's Friday. It's Friday. We'll see how many people join. Who joins in on the fun today? My niece's birthday is today. My niece's birthday. She's turning 21. Her name is Bailey. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Bailey. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Bailey. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Oh, I gotta leave a link to get this tactical pen. I almost forgot. Because if you get this, it's a tactical pen. The pen itself is free. You just pay $7.44 for shipping. And it only takes a few days to arrive. $7.44 for the shipping. The pen itself is free. And I will leave a link in the description for you. This is what you get. It's a weapon, complete with the window breaker. And the pen is fully functional. Just twist it and it comes out like a groundhog. Da, 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 da. It's a good weapon for getting out of chokeholds and wrist grabs and bear hugs. And also just for hurting somebody. You can bring a world of hurt with this tactical pen. Get one. Yeah, it didn't take very long for me to get it. I think it was about half a week, maybe 3 to 4 days. And when I got it, I was so excited. You could check out the unboxing. It's one of the most recent shorts I've done. If you have a birthday, I'll sing happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. If you'd like to if you would like to share a joke, it's morning. It's like, well, it's 10:19 in the morning, which is not too early. I had me some pancakes for breakfast. Pancakes and a slice of ham. My heart is beating. My heart is beating irregularly. Happy birthday to you. This could be the birthday show. If it's your birthday, I'll sing happy birthday. That's what I can title this. I can title this live, Happy Birthday, Bailey. It's not every day you get a niece that turns 21. It's not every day you get to eat Tic Tacs. Tic Tacs and jelly beans. I have a lot of jelly beans. Jelly Belly jelly beans. Ask for them by name. They're kind of like those Harry Potter jelly beans. There's a wide variety, a wide assortment, a vast assortment of different flavors. No, wait a second. Jelly Belly jelly beans have the logo on them. I forget what kind of jelly beans these are. Oh wait, these are the gourmet jelly beans. That's right. Gourmet jelly beans. That one was the cinnamon. I could just sit here and guess flavors. That's what I can do. I can send this video to my brother Mike. I can send this to my brother Mike, and then he can forward it to his daughter Bailey. And Bailey can watch this for her birthday. It's pretty cool, isn't it? Having a relative on YouTube. It's Uncle Eddie. Uncle Eddie telling people about your birthday. Uncle Eddie. This is Eddie's Funhouse. Ooh. A blue jelly bean. I'm getting excited about jelly beans. I'm so excited, and I just can't hide it. I'm about to lose control, and I think I like it. It feels good to know that I'm known in the UK. I'm known in Canada. I'm known in the Philippines and Australia. Wow. Rule the pools, reach the beaches. Intensity in 10 cities. Live at Budapest. Wayne's World, it's playing now. I should post that. Post that on my posts so you can watch Wayne's World. Party time. Watch Wayne's World and then watch Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Or watch them both back to back, and you see a lot of similarities. A lot of similarities when you watch Wayne's World and then Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. It's almost like they copied off of each other. Not a Anyway, it was pretty popular back in the 90s. Then there was Wayne's World 2. Christopher Walken, I think, he was in Joe Dirt. Well, I'm ready for your Q&A, or for our Q&A, my Q&A. Who has Q's and who has A's? Who's got the A's? Back in the 80s, you didn't want to have the A's. I love multi-tools. This is pretty good to have, a multi-tool. Because when you're cooking over an open fire, you can grab with this instead of your fingers. I want to see if I can still clip wires. This doesn't clip wires that well. You can pinch things with this little multi-tool. I like the Leatherman multi-tool. You should have one in your bug out bag. Multi-tools. This one I think would help you in some cases. This has a screwdriver. It has a file for when you want to get rid of burrs. It has this cool rope knife. It looks like a rope knife for cutting rope. Or cutting a turtle, cutting a sea turtle free from a net. I see a lot of videos where turtles get caught up in nets. Sea turtles. They're supposed to be swimming in the sea instead. They're being drowned by nets. Oh yeah, I put a nice edge on this one. And then you get a cute little, hi Edmund Culver. You will receive. I will receive what? What will I receive? Oh, okay. It's just some kind of stupid thing. I hate it when I get some kind of stupid thing. Well, my heart is working as hard as it can, making sure I get, 4 likes. 4 likes. We'll try to, I notice this show lags. That's what Victor tells me. Victor tells me the show is lagging. Victor is a 12-year-old in Sweden. I seem to attract all these kids. Kids seem to like the Eddie's Funhouse. Kids who just want to talk to somebody. I'm going to be famous. I'm already famous. People are telling me they think of me as a celebrity. Wow. going to mention the name that should not be mentioned. My health insurance company seems to want to contact me in the middle of my live streams. Space, a final frontier. The frontier. These are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise. A continuing mission to explore strange new worlds, to seek out new life and new civilizations, to boldly go where no man has gone before. That's the way they used to say it. And then they say, no man, where no one has gone before. They don't want to seem sexist. That's why Gene Roddenberry originally wrote it. Space, the final frontier. These are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise. It used to be like a 5-year mission. And then the other one, the Next Generation, it was the continuing mission to explore strange new worlds, to seek out new life and new civilizations, to boldly go where no one has gone before. Do you like sci-fi? Do you like sci-fi? The 50s was when it all started, with War of the Worlds, The Day the Earth Stood Still, with The Blob. Remember The Blob? They remade The Blob. There was the other one with Steve McQueen. That was the first one. And then there was another Blob. I think there were 3 Blob movies. One had Cindy Williams. Cindy Williams was in American Graffiti. The Blob. It could go anywhere. It absorbed people, the Blob. We're gonna turn it on. We're gonna bring you the power. That's where Hey You Guys came from. If you ever watched The Goonies. Hey You Guys! That character was played by a football player. I love Chunk. His other favorite word was chocolate. 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 The Goonies. I have 1 degree of separation from the Goonies. My English teacher, Miss Tansy, her husband was one of the people who worked on the set. He worked on the set of the Goonies. He was the guy who cameras with the film. Back then they actually put film in the cameras. Nowadays I think they just have an SD card. Then they go to the editing room They don't have to use film anymore. The splicing and all that, they used to have to splice film. They would cut the film and then they would splice. They would heat the film, I guess, and then that was the original copy. And then they would make copies of the copy that wouldn't have the splicing. Those were the old days of editing. That'd be a nightmare, wouldn't it? Having to, you basically have film on a roll, and you have to unroll that film and get to the point where you want to splice it. And then you put the rest of the film onto that roll of film after you've spliced it. And that was not cheap either, especially in color. A lot of the movies like Night of the Living Dead, that was made in 1968 when I was born. They're coming to get you, Barbara. Look, here's one of them now. Addams Family, Clerks, and movies like that, they were made in black and white because a black and white film was cheaper. So I got up, I took my meds, my heart medication, I waited, and then I ate. And I had me some pancakes and ham. Who's here right now? So far, 5 likes, 6 people. I wonder if the chat is working. Sometimes the chat's not working. And I have to start a new live. And then there was Sesame Street. Soon I will have to mow the lawn. I have to get out and mow the lawn. But you know what? They're going to be doing some excavation. Because they're putting some fiber optic. They're going to be putting some fiber optic for high-speed internet. And I think that's why our rent's going up. Rent goes up every year. Where does the money have to come from? They wonder why there's homeless. They don't just let us rest, do they? They can't just let us rest. Let a generation die out first. That's what they should do. Before they raise prices again, they should let a generation die out. And then the new generation, they can raise the prices a little bit and then just stop again and let that generation die out. That way the pain of greed isn't felt. We don't feel the pain of greed. Thank you for the 5 likes. That's probably an indicator that the chat's not working. They're leaving likes. They're leaving likes. We've been 24 minutes into the show. And they're leaving likes. They're showing up, but they're not chatting. I think the chat is not working. Which isn't my fault. I don't worry about things that aren't my fault. I stopped doing that because I was the oldest. I'm still the oldest of the siblings. And I used to, things, if they'd be my fault. But now I try not to worry about things that are not my fault. If it's not my fault, sorry, it's not my fault. I don't need to worry about gas prices and rent going up. Wouldn't it be nice if the opposite happened? If I was in the opposite universe? It's like, hey, prices went down today. Gas prices went down today. Rent. Like that song, Those Were the Days. Those were the days. And you knew who you were then. Girls were girls and men were men. Mister, we could use a man like Herbert Hoover again. Didn't need no welfare state. Everybody pulled his weight. Gee, our old LaSalle ran great. Those were the days. $50 paid the rent. Freaks were in a circus tent. Freaks are everywhere. They don't just come out at night anymore. I remember, I think it was the 80s or the 70s. They had a song called The Freaks Come Out at Night. 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 Now it's like, you don't even have to wait for a freak. There they are. Freaks on parade. Freaks. It's like a parade of freaks. Freaks of all sorts, of all, everyone that you don't want to see. They're on the subway, they're on the bus. You know what? I'm going to end this live because I think my phone needs an upgrade. I hate that. All the apps, every one of the apps require that your phone be upgraded or updated. I can't even update my phone. I guess I'm going to have to scrape together the money to go get me a track phone. Phones are expensive too, and we gotta have them. They don't give you a phone anymore. I applied for a phone yesterday, and they send you an SD card. Like that's supposed to make everything all right. SD card. They used to send you a phone. You got a phone. I guess even the government's having to cut back. Sorry, you don't get a phone, you get an SD card. And I got to have it. I've had to go, luckily I can still go online. Like when my PayPal app stopped working on my phone, I have to go to the website itself. Also my bank app, I have to go to a browser. I can't just use an app. I want to see if I can do that with my State Farm. State Farm has the drive safe and save. Maybe that's what I should do. Call State Farm and say, could you sponsor me? Could you pay me X number of dollars each time I do a show? And then just talk about State Farm. State Farm was, no, it wasn't State Farm. I haven't had an accident while I was with State Farm, which is a good thing. I had the General when I had my last and hopefully final accident. The last two wasn't my fault. I was so happy. Because it seems like every accident that I've had up until lately have been my fault. I had a couple of really bad ones that totaled out my car when I was in California. One was in my Saturn Ion. And that totaled out my car, which was good. What was good about it? I had gap insurance. I recommend gap insurance. Get your gap insurance. What that does is it pays off your car. If you get into an accident, if you haven't paid off that car yet, they pay off your car. And I thought that was such a good idea. Because you'll probably, if you total your car, ask about gap insurance. When you buy a new car, ask about gap insurance. And get you the gap insurance. Because, gosh darn it, it saved me. I totaled that car, and I would have been paying for a car that isn't there. Gap insurance. Get it. You have to do a lot of leg work, a lot of footwork, because you got to gather up your report. You have to present your gap insurance company with your police report, etc. But it's well worth it. I mean, my God, because I owed on that car. That would have just ended everything. I would have kept having to work and not had a car. I had the time to go get me another car. I got me a Honda Accord. That Honda Accord was very low maintenance. All I had to do was get oil changes with my Honda Accord. And what happened after that? Oh, and then I drove all the way to Georgia in my Honda Accord. Not one problem. I just had to replace the right front tire because it wore down due to poor alignment, I think. And then I totaled it. I went through a red light because my windshield wipers. You know how you hit the button and it sprays your windshield and the wipers go off? I couldn't see very well through the windshield, so I deployed my wiper system, and my wiper system went off, and I should have done it before I went through the intersection, but I misjudged how far away the red light was, and I blew through the red light and totaled that damn car. But I paid it off. That was another miracle in my life. I paid off the Honda Accord before I wrecked it. Because yeah. So if you have paid off the car, you don't need gap insurance. If the car's not paid off yet, get you the gap insurance. Take it from Uncle Eddie. Get you the gap insurance. I think it's a one-time payment when you go to buy the car. It's kind of like a warranty kind of thing. I don't remember making monthly payments either for the gap insurance. It just covers you. And it was like, that should be a PSA. I'll do that. Get you the gap insurance. I don't think could you type something in? I don't think the chat's working. I got 5 likes so far. It's been 33 minutes. It's 10:46. I'm feeling a little lightheaded. And I burped a little. Pancakes make me burp. Pancakes! You ever watch that movie, Cabin Fever? Pancakes! Pancakes! That's what I had for breakfast. All right, I'm going to end this because it looks to me like the chat is not working, and it's not my fault.